Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Now, today we are talking about the Acolyte Episode 5. So, to kind of start off with, we pick up and we have our bad guy. I will call him Zipper Face because he looks like he's got a big zipper there. He kind of force pushes everyone in the last episode. They start fighting. Um, acting in those regards are fine. The lightsaber battle did pretty good. I kind of watched just some guy. He did a really good review of it. I do agree with a lot of it on a lot of what he had said. So if you stop mine, watch his, or finish mine and watch his, whatever. Um, he had kind of brought something up here because it seems like we have a new ability from some armor, and I think this comes from Wizards of the Coast when they had Star Wars because they seemed to give everybody some way of defending against lightsabers, which we never originally had. And that gave an ability to, or this metal or whatever, you can now stop a lightsaber, which doesn't make any sense. It's almost like it's given a feedback loop and it kind of shuts down the lightsaber and it's going to cool off and then it can restart or something like that. Um, Now, just some guy had mentioned that in I Jedi, it was something that was brought up in there, um, which was I remember. I think I have the book on audio or whatever, and I do remember listening to it, um, but I don't remember it whatsoever. And he had mentioned it took him a couple of days to research it and figure that out. But I agree with him wholeheartedly because we don't, or most people don't have that concept of this being something, even from legends, that it can work this way. So many people are going to say foul. This is not how this works, which I agree. I don't even think that it should have worked even back then, um, because once Wizards of the Coast had taken over, you can now block lightsabers with vibroblades. Um, Originally, I do not remember. Uh, and my mind is failing at the moment. Uh, the metal that they had in the Mandalorian for the Mandalorians. Uh, shoot, my mind is gone here. Uh, Anyways, I don't remember that being an original thing. And of course, when I remember Boba Fett coming out, he was the last Mandalorian. But now that had changed over time too, and now he's not even considered a Mandalorian. So it's funny how he was the last Mandalorian to. Nope, he's not even a Mandalorian either. But to go from there. So we have something that can now shut down lightsabers. I don't remember ever having this stuff. There was nothing ever mentioned about it outside of that one novel. Um, Now the actor that's playing the bad guy here, he's older than I thought he was. I thought he was about like 23, 25, something like that, which tells you how bad I am as far as for guessing people's ages. You know, I get the feeling that he's someone that's a wannabe Jedi, and he maybe found a holocron and has been kind of taught that way. I've used that as a way of teaching characters while running Star Wars as a role playing game. Now, they allude to there's some sort of secret here or whatever. I don't know what the secret is. We have 3 episodes left. We got to come up with a lot of answers for 3 episodes that I just don't seem to know if they're going to be able to do. Because you got to come up with answers there. Um, when they get done with all the fighting, his face, the bad guy's face, is seen by everyone, and now everybody's got to die, including May, and he's attacking May. May runs off. Well, May gets stunned or whatever by OSHA. OSHA runs off. He's going after OSHA. He's going after the other guy that um, was a Yord or something like that. I think his name is, or whatever. Um, guy's kind of a jerk and really just seems to be kind of like he doesn't know what he's doing for a Jedi. He seems like he should be a Padawan, but somehow he made the rank at Knight. Um, I don't know that everything seems just so kind of, I'll say, discombobulated. Uh, you know, I don't know anybody's motive anymore. And this is supposed to be saying that the Jedi's are bad and the Sith are good, and I don't know if he's really a Sith or a wannabe Sith, or like I said, he found a Sith holocron and he's learning from there. Um, and supposedly he's been training OSHA, or not OSHA, but May. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of lost as far as trying to figure out exactly what everyone's motivation really comes down to. Because when you have the bad guy that's attacking everyone because they've seen his face, to Saul leaves the one white girl, painted painted white with the horns. Um, she's a Padawan, and I hate to say it, she seemed to be one of the more well trained Jedi. Her and Saul seemed like the only ones that had any really good Jedi ability. I mean, yeah, they can kind of you know use the lightsabers and kind of fight things out, but it just doesn't seem like this is following a good Jedi or good Jedi storyline. This all seems like it's all a minor thing with bad Jedi, bad masters, because they're getting diced up by somebody that we have no backstory on the guy. So he's a empty slate as far as that goes. We don't know if he's been trained since he was a little kid. Did he start learning after he was like 20 and now he's like 36, 37? That's the age of the actor. Um, so is it, what, 16, 17 years he's been going at it, um, compared to some of these masters that have been getting killed and they've been training for 30 some years. Um, Not saying that that doesn't happen from time to time, but it just doesn't seem like it would be as easy to do to multiple masters. And I think of Darth Maul, and Darth Maul had gone after a master and an apprentice, and he killed the apprentice, but he didn't kill the master, and it was a test on him, and it was expected that he would for sure kill the apprentice, but when he failed to kill the master, he kind of got reprimanded. Um, and here we have someone that seems like a discount version of that, of what Maul was, and I don't know. It just doesn't. It just seems like it's a hot mess, and not being able to understand what anyone's motive is, and then they keep trying to say like the Jedi are lying about things, which is, I could just explain that away as a certain point of view from someone that feels that they need to cleanse the galaxy of such whatever it is in whatever way. We'll just say that all Minox are evil, and you have to go through and you have to destroy all Minox in the Star Wars galaxy. At a certain point, do you seem like you're really the good guy, or if there's a sentient Minoc or something like that, I mean, you're an ultimate evil. But yet, in your mind, you're doing the galaxy a great service of good. I can't say. Minocs seem like they're some sort of uh, bottom dwelling animals, kind of like and I'll say like a carp or uh, something like that, right? A sucker fish for a fish tank. They have a purpose. There's a purpose in the galaxy for them. Unfortunately, they also find starships very appetizing, and they attack starships, which make for poor star traveling adventures. Um, but it's not saying that Minocs are inherently bad themselves. That's where I'm really trying to go. Um, if we're taking this as a view that Jedi are bad because of his point of view, he will always find the bad thing in them. Um, and I hate to bring politics into this, but if we look in today's politics, and I don't care what spectrum you are, whether you're on one side or the other or somewhere in the middle, you have someone in there that you're rooting for, and you think that the other side is whatever it is. And even if someone was to show you a good side of that, you will probably come up with five more negatives to it. Um, but as we go along, I don't understand anyone's motivation anymore. It just seems like it's all convoluted and really just kind of messed up. Um, at the end, it's been pointed out, and I don't really, I'm not blaming my wife and my daughter, but they do like to sit there and talk while um, they're while I'm watching a show. So there are some things I'm missing, and I fully get that. But May's got a tattoo or scar or something on her forehead that Osha does not. And at the end of the episode, May grabs Osha's clothes, puts them on, disguises herself as Osha, goes off with Saul, and now nobody recognizes that it's her. Well, Osha is now saved by the big bad guy who was trying to kill Osha and May and everyone else because they had seen his face. So that really confuses the hell out of me. Um, and that's why I'm saying I don't understand anyone's motivation at this point. We have 3 episodes to go. Um, hopefully, we can kind of come out to a resolution with this, but I hate to say it in my mind. I'm thinking it's getting harder and harder to come up with that. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really do. But we'll have to find out, and we'll just go from there. Um, acting wise, it seems like everybody was flowing through. They were doing a good job. Not like the first 2 episodes. I mean, the first 2 episodes, it just seems like everyone was so stiff. The acting has been going good. I'm not complaining about the acting. Um, I think we had Saul and the girl with the painted white with the horns on her. I think they were really the standout characters. They seemed like they were about the best trained and best capable characters. And unfortunately, the one kind of got deleted. Um, and of course, we have the sisters that we're going to have however the story's going to go on them, and we're just going to continue on. So we'll have to see what the next episode brings. Like I said, we're episode 5, and I hear there's only 8. So um, I don't know where this is going. So I don't know if they know where this is going. Like I said, it just seems like it's a really hot mess, and I just don't know. I'll, I know I'm late on getting a review. Today I finally got a chance to actually watch. So I'm trying to get this out to you as soon as I can. But here we are. We'll see how things go for the last 3. Um, I will say the whole droid speak thing, which I'm going on a little tangent here, and please bear with me. When Luke was talking with R2, originally when R2 is plugged into the X-Wing and that, there was a digital display that actually typed out everything that R2 was saying. Luke didn't speak droid. This whole thing came up with Dave Filoni. Um, yeah, you could kind of argue that George Lucas had kind of done it a little bit with Anakin and R2, but having a little pocket droid that doesn't do all that much, but it kind of tweedles a little here and a little there, and everybody understands it and all that is kind of getting to be a little, you know. I enjoy having droid characters. I'm usually more interested in some of the droid characters that we come up with than some of the other flesh and bone characters. But I've always tried to maintain trying to have it so I can understand them. So I will have them talk in basic, uh, give them a voice vocabulator, and that way I can understand them. Um, I think we just keep going on with this, and it just gets to be a little much. I want to be able to understand what the characters are saying, even if it's kind of like KSRO out of Rogue One, where he's got a very negative outlook. I'm fine with that, but um, I don't know. That's my take on it. Maybe this isn't the best take on it or whatever. I'm trying to be open, trying to understand what's going on, but I'm just confused on what anyone's motivation, how you go from wanting to kill everyone because you've seen your face to suddenly now saying I've got someone I can train as a new Jedi, but I wanted to kill my last apprentice because she had seen my face and her sister had seen my face, and I'm just lost. So um, we'll see how this goes. That's all I can say. With that, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next video.